Wow, so I've been having a piece of parsley between my teeth all this time and no one told me? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today, I really was not planning on filming. I got back from work and then I was ready to take off my makeup, just chill on the couch in my PJs as you can see, and just watch some TV and then go to bed because I'm tired. But then I saw that something very exciting had happened today. I got a package from DHL and my concealer arrived. Finally! This is the Dose of Colors Meteor HUE concealer. I already have the foundation. I reviewed it. I love it. And then I also have the sponge. I love that one too. So it was only right and fitting for me to get the concealer and see what it's all about. I have been waiting for Beauty Bay to stock on this concealer for so long, and then when they got it I was like, okay girl, be smart, wait for Black Friday because probably it's gonna be discounted. And then when they had all of the crazy sales going on, they discounted everything from Dose of Colors except for this concealer. So I was like, fine, I'll get it. When I was trying to find my color, it was really difficult because I could not find people with my skin color who had tried this concealer. So if you are a morenita like me, then like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get right on with this review. Alright guys, let's jump right into foundation. I have mine in the color 123 medium tan, and like I said, I really love this foundation, and you don't need much at all. Like, I use less than a pump because this foundation, like, it spreads crazy. I don't need much at all. I freaking love it. So I had already prepped my face. I'm just going to be applying a few dots everywhere. A few dots everywhere on my face. For blending, I'm gonna be using this brush from NYX. This is in the number 03. It doesn't have the name on here, but this is the Pro Multi-Purpose Buffing Brush. My foundation is on, and now it's time for the star of the show, the concealer. So this is what the box looks like. It looks exactly the same as the box that the foundation came in, and I got mine in the color number 20, and this is also medium tan. Oh, I did not realize that. So my foundation is 123 medium tan, and then this concealer is number 20 medium tan. So that's interesting. They have the same name but different numbers. So what it says on this concealer is that it's blendable, lightweight, long wear, full coverage, and it is vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, and paraben-free. Let's open up this little box, and this is what the concealer looks like. I have not opened this up yet, so I have no idea what the color looks like. So let's put it right next to its bigger sibling. This is the foundation, and then this is the concealer, of course. And as you can see, the foundation looks a lot more yellow undertone and a lot warmer in the bottle. So that kind of makes me a little nervous because I like my concealer to have the same undertone, but you can never say what it's really going to be like just looking at the bottle. So opening it up, whew, this is what it looks like. It comes with a big doe foot applicator like most of the concealers these days. And this concealer contains, let's see, it contains 7.35 ml, so a little bit over 7 milliliters. And for reference, a Tarte Shape Tape has 10 milliliters, so more than this. And then a Too Faced Born This Way has 15, so that's even more. And then I have a concealer here. This one is the Can't Stop Won't Stop from NYX, and this one only has 3.5 ml, so it's less than half of what's in here. So just so that you have a reference, I don't know how well you can see it right now, but this is what the color looks like. I must say that on my hand, it looks a lot warmer than in the bottle. I don't know if you can see that, but it is still not as warm as I would like it to be. This is more of a warm neutral, I would say, but it's better than a complete neutral. So we're just gonna pop this under my eyes and see what happens. Ooh, so it feels very creamy. And the color is actually not bad at all. As you can see, it is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, which I actually like. I don't like it to be too light though, because I don't want my under eye area to get gray. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna be blending one side out first so that we can see the difference and see how well it covers. So of course I am blending it out with the Dose of Color sponge. It is very nice and pointy and it lets you get in all the corners very easily. And I love the sponge. This is what one layer of the concealer looks like. Let me look at it up close. I must say that after applying one layer of concealer, I am not immediately wowed by the coverage. I can still see a little bit of darkness peeking through. I'm gonna come a little closer so that you can see a bit better. So this is concealer and then no concealer. So I am going to be applying another layer and see what that's gonna do. I usually let my concealer dry out a little bit before I blend it. I didn't do that with this side, but I am planning on doing that with the other side. So I am gonna go ahead and blend this side out right away and just see if that makes any difference. So this is what 2 layers of concealer look like versus no concealer. So as you can see, it is nice and buildable. I can definitely see a difference versus 1 layer. It did add more coverage. I love the finish. It's nice and matte. It doesn't feel heavy or too drying at all. I don't know if you can see it, but it is already creasing underneath my eyes. Now all of my concealers crease on me before I set them, so I'm not a stranger to it. This is the swatch that I had showed you previously, and then this is a fresh one that I just applied. As you can see, there is a lot of difference between the 2 shades, the wet one and the dry one. So this concealer does oxidize, so take that into consideration when purchasing this concealer. Now I'm applying the first layer on the other side, and this time I am gonna be letting it dry for a little while. All right, so I am gonna come closer just to let you see this. So here you can see that the color is close to what it looked like when I just applied it, but then underneath my eye, it is starting to turn a very different orangey type of color. And then on the other side, you can also see that the color is very different than this side when it's still wet. So the oxidization is very real. I zoomed you guys all the way in because this weird discoloration that is happening right here is very strange. It is turning a very weird, like purpley, cool toned, weird pinky color. I am so confused. I don't know what is happening, but I just know that I don't like this at all. I should have gotten a way lighter shade. I was totally not expecting this. And then I also feel like my dark circle has gotten worse on this side. No, I really wanted this to be good. Okay, so you can definitely not let this concealer dry out for too long, because as you can see, it has totally stained my face and now it is not blending out. Also, like I mentioned, the color is very, very weird. Can you see this demarcation right here? Let's just apply a little bit more and see what happens. Look at the difference though. This is how you start and then this is how you end up. It blends out really, really nicely. I must say that that line is also not visible anymore, but I don't know if you can see this, and I hope that the camera is picking this up. Look at this side, just freshly blended, and then look on this side. You can totally see my dark circle, and then here it looks like it's covered, right? I'm gonna just apply a little bit more on this side, blend it out, and then set it right away just to see if by setting it, I can prevent that discoloration from happening. when it's not oxidized, it really looks beautiful. For setting, I'm gonna be using my trusty old Benai banana powder because I just know what this powder does, and if anything weird happens, I know for a fact that it's not my powder that's causing it. All right, so I've set everything and I can see right here, again, not sure if the camera is picking this up, but right here I can really see like a line of weird red pinkness going on. You can really see where I have my foundation and where I have the concealer. So I went ahead and I finished up the rest of my face. I really could not save my brows because they have been on my face for over 14 hours right now, so, and I really cannot be bothered. This is what everything is looking like. I mean, it is looking a little bit better with bronzer, blush, and highlighter, but I must say that it's not as good as I hoped it would be. So now I will spray my face with my Fix Plus just to see if anything changes or if any weird stuff happens. All right, so this is what my face looks like after I've drenched it with Fix Plus. Nothing weird has happened, but I can see that underneath my eyes it is still looking kind of dry, not kind of, very dry. So I'm gonna have to wait for the wear test and see what's gonna happen with that. Yeah, I feel kind of defeated right now because as you can see at the beginning of this video, I was so enthusiastic and I was so ready to love this concealer, but right now I feel kind of sad, and yeah, I feel like my hopes and expectations were definitely not met. I'm hoping that everything changes, but I don't think so. I am going to be doing a wear test. I'm just not going to be able to do it tonight because it's already very late. I'm going to wear this concealer again tomorrow before I go to work and then come back afterwards and just let you see how it looks like.
Many hours later.
I am back. It is right now the next day. It's pretty late already. Right now it's 8:20 and I applied my makeup at 8 a.m. this morning, so that means that I've been wearing this makeup for 12 hours and 20 minutes, and this is what it looks like. I will zoom you guys in just a second to let you see everything up close, but first I'm gonna have to tell you what I did differently. I did not wear the Meteor Hue foundation today because I had to work and I didn't want a lot of coverage, so I went for the Maybelline one. The coverage is nice, but it is a very thin foundation, even though this is SPF 50 and there is absolutely no sun this time of year. I still like to use it. It just looks kind of natural for an office day. So there is that. Right now I will zoom you guys in. So this is what my face looks like up close. As you can see, it actually looks pretty good, except for my eyelids. My eyelids are very, very oily and very creased. I applied only the concealer and then I set it with my Benai banana powder, as I did for my entire face. Now I know that it is the concealer because my Benai banana powder never fails me, and that is also the reason why I always like to use it whenever I am reviewing new complexion products. So underneath my eyes it also is creasing. It is not a bad type of crease. I really don't know how to explain it, but you know, sometimes you have those creases that you can see from a mile away, but these creases are actually very subtle. They don't look crazy at all. So in the demo I went for 2 layers of concealer, and then the second layer I let dry for quite a while, and then I had that awful discoloration. This morning I actually blended out the concealer right away. I did go for 2 layers, but both of the layers I blended out right away, and I didn't have that weird situation with the color. Also right now when I look at my face, I don't see any weird discoloration going on. So that is really nice. It basically means that this is not a concealer that you can leave on your face and go do other things. No, this is a concealer that you're gonna have to blend out right away. What I can see, however, is that my dark circles are still peeking through. I can still see them. So I don't know if that has to do with the color or the coverage of the concealer. I feel like the coverage is okay, but maybe because of that oxidization, it lets my dark circles peek through after a while. I don't know, I'm not sure, but this is definitely a concealer that I would have to go in with a lighter concealer to highlight underneath my eyes, because I feel like to wear it alone, it is a little too dark. Maybe even in the future, I will go ahead and just purchase a second one in a lighter shade, but before I do that, I'm gonna have to wear this concealer for quite a few times before I go out and splurge on a different color. So those are my thoughts when it comes to the color situation. On my eyelids, however, it did crease severely and I do not like it. I do have very oily eyelids and I have only a few concealers that I can count on and don't crease on me. One of them is the Tarte Shape Tape, the other one is the Born This Way Concealer by Too Faced, and the LA Girl Pro Conceal is also a very good one that I can count on. But yeah, this, not cute. If I would wear this concealer again, I would definitely go for a different concealer on my eyelids, or just leave my eyelids bare. It looks like I have eyeshadow because they're a little bit darker, or just use a eye primer and then set that with powder. Yesterday, I did notice that my under eyes were quite dry. Now, they did look a little dry when I just applied the concealer, but right now, I mean, it looks pretty good. Obviously, I have been wearing this for over 12.5 hours, so it had all the time to like settle in and get a little dewy or whatever, but it is looking pretty good. I think that I touched all the points that I wanted to talk about. I hope that I didn't forget anything, because sometimes I am such an airhead, but no, I think that that was everything. So yeah, I hope you guys liked watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, then please thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!